Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Tyson, and I wanted to talk today about this really cool tool set that I found online, and I know that a lot of other people have already discovered, but this deserves to be shared because this guy has really put in a lot of thought, time, and effort into coming up with a great solution for those of us that want to travel light, yet still have a full tool set. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. This is the Moto, let me get it right, the Modular Moto Wrench tool set by RRR Tool Solutions. And you can go to rrrtoolsolutions.com to see what he's done here. This was, according to his website, was in development for several years. It was a Kickstarter campaign, and now it's available on his website. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this camera and just go through what is involved in the tool set. When you go onto the website to order this set, you can pick which color of case that you want. And I went with red here, obviously. And I also printed off, that came off of the website, a list of all of the tools that this replaces. And there are 104 different tools that he has listed on this sheet. Now, it's not 104 separate tools that are in here, but it's configurations. And I'm really impressed with the ingenuity that went behind this, the engineering. You can see how small the case is. This weighs a couple of pounds, maybe just over 2 pounds. And let's go ahead and open this up and dive right in. You can see that everything is strapped down with an elastic strap here. We have wrenches going from 8mm up to 17. You've got your handles right here. There's the 2 smaller ones and then your breaker handle. You've got your Torx head and your hex heads. These go from T20s up to T50s. You've got a 1/4-inch driver, a 3/8-inch driver, your flat screwdrivers, your Phillips screwdrivers, and then your hex heads like I mentioned. We also have a 1/4-inch adapter, 1/4-inch adapter here. And we've got a spark plug socket with the removal handle here. Lay those that way so you can see them. And then we also have a pair of pliers. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm on a 2019 BMW F850 GS Adventure model, and what I've been doing, planning for this big trip that's coming up, is using this set solely for all of the work that I'm doing to prepare this bike. And up to this point, I haven't found anything that I haven't been able to make work as far as maintenance, small repairs. There are a few accessories that I've added on that, unfortunately, the accessory manufacturer is sending wrenches. This is a metric set, and some of the accessories that I'm getting installed are standard. So that's been really my only issue, where I'll so far have to make adjustments to that, or with those accessories. I'm going to dive in and just show you how cool this is. So I'm going to take one of these handles here. And inside the handles, there are rare earth magnets. So they're small yet extremely powerful magnets. And I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, have dealt with rare earth magnets. And what you do is take one of these wrenches. So I'm going to take, we'll take a closed 10mm here. And it fits on the smaller side of this wrench. And it'll only go one way. I don't know if you can see here. Let me find the camera. There's a small notch in it. So it goes in there, and then the magnet grabs onto it, so now it's in place. It's not going to shake out, okay? And you've now got your 10mm wrench. I was able to use just this piece to try to get my hand up behind the fairing on the dash and get a lock on a nut, while I used the open-ended wrench on the other side and was able to do it that way. So I actually liked the fact that this wasn't a full-size wrench where I could just get my finger in there and get it locked on that nut to break it loose. If I would have had a full-size wrench, it would have been even more difficult to get in there. But like I mentioned, if you do need that, that's the design of this right there. So that's really neat. Now, if we go up to a larger wrench, let's go the 14 here. This is going to go on the other side. Oops, let's see. They only go one way. Okay, so there we go. This goes on the other side. It's got a little bit wider opening there, as you can see. And if you need that extra torque on it, you can grab this larger handle, and it slides in, and now you've got a breaker. So you've got that extra leverage that you would want. Pretty cool, right? Now, in addition to that, on this larger handle, you've got your 1/4-inch drive right here. So we can take this adapter, and now we've got a 1/4-inch drive, right? Pretty neat. It doesn't ratchet at all. It's totally fixed. But you know, again, this is roadside repair, and I really like the way these feel in your hand. It's heavy duty. It feels really nice. The edges are really smooth. It's a brilliant design. And again here, now, if I remember correctly, they do say on the website to not use a breaker end here to put too much torque on this 1/4-inch. In addition, though, we do have another 1/4-inch adapter if you're running 1/4-inch sockets, and we also have a 3/8-inch here. So with this one, you can put that 3/8 on here and then get your breaker on there, and now you've got, you know, you can torque down on that. And if I remember correctly, on his website, he has, and the gentleman's name, by the way, that developed this, his name is Gordon East. Gordon East is his name. But I believe that with this configuration, he put over 150 pounds of torque, and you can see the video, and then he is able to pull this out. So it didn't bend this to where now you've got poor fitment here, and it didn't cause any issues here in this 1/4-inch drive. So that was with over 150, I think it says 152 pounds of torque. Okay. Now let me show you here as well. You can see there's a pair of pliers. The pliers, just like the other tools, slide right in. The magnet holds the handle, so it's not falling out anywhere. I'm still learning the direction that they need to go. But here, this is heavy-duty pair of pliers. I've used these quite a few times already as well, just to grab some wires and do a little bit of bending of smaller wires. And then you can see in here, there's also a wire cutter. How cool is that? In addition, we've got a spark plug socket. This is a 10 by 12 by 14 with a handle that just slides right in. And it's got a ridge on the top here, so it's not going to pass all the way through. You can pop spark plugs. And then we also have another adapter here for a 1/4-inch if you need to go. In fact, this one, excuse me, this one will go on the end here, so you can go to that configuration, and then this configuration, and then there's your 1/4-inch there. Or let's see, perhaps with our 3/8. I haven't used the 3/8. Here we go. Okay, so there you go. Or any 1/4-inch size that you'd want to use there. Now, like I mentioned, I'm using this tool set exclusively for all of the maintenance needs on my bike right now to find out what I have versus what I don't have. And like I mentioned, the only thing that I don't have are some wrenches and bits for accessories that I've added. So check this guy out, RRR Tool Solutions. I promised some people in a forum that I would make a video, so here that is. If you have any comments, leave them down below. This is only available as of right now in a metric setup. I'm not sure if he's going to do something with standard, but I needed metric anyway, so that works for me. But check him out. Really support this guy's project. It's American made, American designed, and small business. And he's really made, you can tell that this is of the highest quality. You're going to pay a little bit more for it, but if you compare this tool set to others that might be more bike specific or brand specific, you get so much more in here, and the quality is that much better. I promise that you won't be disappointed if you go ahead and order one of these. So there you have it. RRR Tool Solutions. the modular moto wrench tool set. The only thing, his name's kind of hard to say on all these, and it comes with a little flyer as well, a little brochure that shows you what's in there and talks about what to do and what not to do, like I mentioned with over torquing on that 1/4" adapter. But I'll tell you what, this is a great thing. It fits super compact. It'll go right under the seat of my motorcycle, and I've got almost everything that I need other than for my axle nuts and other tire tools and things like that. But for the most part, this is going to have everything that you would need in a tool set. Thanks.